Are you ready, my jarhead? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Get Up Girl podcast. I'm your gal and your host, Joanna Vargas. I am here with my phenomenal, handsome man, my boo friend. Ooh, I forgot to put the thing at the bottom. Oh well, it just says Joanna. So welcome to the Joanna.
We know how you roll.
We are live here on Facebook, YouTube, all the places, and this is the Get Up Girl when I talk with my babe. Babe, how are you? Excited to be
I'm
here?
good, yeah. First time live.
This is first time here live on video, and we are going to be talking about something that came up yesterday for me, and we're going to talk about playing hard and working hard. The reason this came up yesterday, you and I had a date night, and we went to the Hollywood Bowl. So cool. We saw the LA Philharmonic live playing with the Back to the Future movie. And the reason this came up is that I had 1,000,010 things to do. And that was like the last thing that, quote unquote, I should be doing at that moment. I'm right in the middle of a launch for Pumpkin Run. That's the 5K, 10K, 1K run that I produce, and you help me with it. I'm writing another launch of a dance competition. I mean, there's so many things going on right now. And on paper, I should not be going to the Hollywood Bowl. You know what I mean? And I learned this in my 20s when I had my dance studio, to take time to stop, step away, even if on paper it looks like you need to do X, Y, Z. I'm like, you know what? I need time to recharge.
Yep.
You and I want to get away, and then turn it off.
Yep.
Sometimes I'll be answering some DMs here and there for the business, but turn it off, and then tomorrow wake up early in the morning. So what about for you, Patrick, that helps you with work hard and play hard so that you're doing both at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, my schedule is a little bit more cut and dry, 9 to 5, although there is more side activity, we'll say.
Yeah.
But the importance of us getting together and doing these things and setting that time, it's so key, because if we didn't do that, like you said, you could continuously work. You could work all the time,
all day,
and then what would that be for us? What would that be for not only us as in our relationship, but what would that be for you in yourself? In your, how would you feel from a happiness standpoint? You got to, like you said, take time to recharge. You got to take time to enjoy yourself, do things that you like, relax, because if you don't do those things, then it's going to eventually affect your business or whatever it is that you're so focused on. It's going to affect that if you don't take that time, and it's going to affect the relationship as well.
The compound interest from working, it may not explode right away, but it's going to explode eventually.
Yeah, down the road, something will suffer.
Yeah, okay. Also, there are seasons. There's seasons in life, business, family, all kinds of things where it's going to be heavier on one side. So right now it's pretty balanced for me. Like I'll do half of the day work really, really hard and fast, and the other half of the day rest and relaxation. And also relaxation during the hardness. I want to talk about that as well. And there's also days where it's 100% no fun. It's all work in order to make something happen. And I know that can be sometimes challenging for us because, you or I will want like a little bit more attention. I'm like, right now, the season of today, or the season of the week, or the season of the month is I got to focus on this a little bit more than giving some time or attention to us. So I want to talk about how you and I plan. We plan a lot of things in our, our Google Calendar.
Yep.
Even though there's 1,000,010 things to do, we're like, let's plan that we're going to do this. Let's plan that we're going to do 2 date nights a month.
Yep.
Let's plan that we're going to go take a little mini vacation and turn off the work and just leave. So how has that worked for us?
Oh, it's been great, especially since we started doing this even at the larger level with the annual and say quarterly plans. It's on there to actually take time and to go on trips, X number of trips, or whatever we put in there for each one of our individual plans. But without us doing that, it's especially for me, we'll say, I am very needy. I'm more of the needy one in the relationship. Like I need a lot more of the physical and the time and the attention. So I can tell you from my experience, without us planning that, I'll start internalizing, and then I'm aware of it, but it still doesn't feel good. And it's something that the fact that we do it is important to you. You're Miss Google Calendar. I get all kinds of calendar invites like all the time for even stuff like, cleaning up around the house or something, whatever small things, doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
those are look at us. We're setting the time to do things, and it's a visual aspect. I like the calendars. I think it's funny and cute, but I like it. I like to see. I'm kind of an organized guy. I like to see it, but it's good for us because without that, I think that specifically, I'm going to start to deteriorate. I need us time.
Yeah, you require a lot more, I'm going to say cariños than I do.
Yeah.
I love it. I require it. You just require a little bit more.
I do.
Yeah. So then it doesn't build up over time. I'll kind of take that reign of, okay, we're going to do something this day, or send you the Google Calendar. And then you've jumped on that as well.
Yeah.
So a little help, or anybody listening that's like, yeah, but we're so busy in order to do X, Y, Z. If you plan it, the cool thing about putting it in your calendar and planning it with your friend, your husband, your bestie, your partner, is that you have something to look forward to. You have something to be excited for. It's just like when Christmas is coming up, your birthday's coming up, you're excited for it. So now he and I have a plan, a one-day trip in a month. We're like, let's plan it. I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this in my busy season? You know what? We're going to make it work, because if you just plan it, it'll happen. You all know when we have a vacation planned and you're like, how am I going to make this work? You get it all done. You get your emails done. You make sure everything's set before you leave. It happens. So if you plan on it and just put it in the calendar, and you can always choose different later.
Right. But at least it gives you, like you said, something to focus on, something to look forward to. The other thing I wanted to share too is when two people are busy, it's very important for the other person to have that realization and to hold the space. You can't, like I said, I'm needy, but I am aware enough, and I know how busy you are. I know that you have seasons. I know that things ramp up and ramp down. And if you don't keep an eye on that or be aware of that in your relationship, I think that there could be, potential pitfalls. You've got to be aware that it doesn't mean that the person doesn't want to spend time with you, whatever. It's just, you got to hold the space for how important things are, with the work side of things as well. And the planning and the calendaring and the looking forward to helps with alleviate that, because I know they want to spend time with me, or I know we're planning on doing something. You can see it. It's a physical aspect. It's on your calendar. So hold that space and keep that in mind, that the calendaring or the planning, or put a board up or something is a good method for you to visualize the fact that we are going to get together. We are going to spend the time, just maybe not today or tomorrow or right now.
Yeah, for all my high achievers out there, I hold a very, very high bar for myself. That is, I love being that person. I love always striving for more. And this is my own experience, is that partners in the past, it sounds fun and sexy to be with a high achiever. It sounds really cool to be with an independent boss babe or boss guy. And when you're actually in it, it takes a strong person to be able to go, okay, I'm going to wait till it's my season again. And you do that really well. But you know what, Patrick, you're really good at being able to balance a lot at the same time. So you do a lot more than I do. I think, at least in my opinion, you're just very even. I'm manic, where I'm like, oh, I'm busy, I have time. Oh, I'm busy, I have time. And you're very much like this. But you and I talk about it. And I was very clear from when we started dating, this is what is required. This is what I would like. This is what I like. And, who knows how it can change tomorrow or the next day. I do want to talk about one more thing before we wrap this up. The idea of relaxation during the crazy, during anything. So many times we think relaxation or relaxing means to lie down, like you see yourself holding a margarita or a pina colada, and you're on a beach somewhere. What if you can be the energy of relaxation through all of it? And that's one thing that I have been dancing through and working on, is how can I be the energy of relaxation, even though there's a storm all around me. And even though I'm lying down on the beach and my brain is going a mile a minute. And I'm not there yet, but one tool that I have for that is I ask, what does relaxation look like?
Hmm.
So I know that's a really broad question, but universe, show me what relaxation looks like. Body, show me what relaxation looks like. Life, show me what relaxation looks like. I wonder what it looks like, because many times we think that when we're busy, we have to look busy. We have to run around in circles. We have
Yep.
to like
Hmm.
tread underneath the
Mhm.
water. And so this last night we went to that event, came home later than I would like to because I like to go to bed early. And then I woke up early this morning and started working right on the computer, and he's asleep. And I enjoy that. I love that. And then we're recording this video and we're playing right
Mhm.
now. I mean, this is something for our relationship. And right after this, we're going to take a little day vacation away somewhere for relaxation and a little bit of work.
Mhm.
And so again, on paper, right now, I should not be going. You know what I mean? Like, Joanna, you got this, you got this, you got this. What are you doing? And I'm like, it's all going to get done. What is required right now? I check in and it feels really light to go. So anything else that you wanted to add before we wrap this up?
Yeah, the one other thing about, so you set like almost like a question. You're asking yourself, okay, what does relaxation mean to me, right? If you don't focus or ask those questions, so it's gonna just, it could just flow by you. You could not even, perceive or think about something like that. Setting an intention, like that's funny that you said relaxation, because we were driving back in the car last night
Mm.
and you asked, what are you thinking about? And I was thinking, I started doing this pretty recently based on something that I read, and it's like setting an intention. What's your intention? Don't just go blindly into something. So just say, like, just like asking your question, what does relaxation mean to me? Don't go blindly into it. Think about it. You'll gain some awareness. So my intention for tomorrow was, or today actually, because it was last night, was, what do you want to get out? I want to, this whole trip, I want to have relaxation. I want to be as much relaxed as I can. So my intention was relaxation, but I vocalized it in my head. Now it's a thing. It's got its own.
Mhm.
It's an entity now. This relaxation, and I want to
Mm.
see how can I foster that. How can, and of course, benefit from it, both of us.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm excited to see what this can create and how this day away for us can create more.
Hmm.
So I'm asking, like, how can this create more for me, for the business, for us, for you, for
Mhm.
everyone that we encounter?
Yeah.
with?
And again, hold the space. Like, again, we're going to be going away, and I could very well be like, oh, we're supposed to be away and relaxing and having fun. And why are you doing work? Hold the space. I understand. We're lucky. We're lucky we can get away and do work at the same time. Hold the space. Don't start getting all butthurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Thank you, love,
Okay.
for
Thank you.
joining me today. Do you like these lives? We could do them again.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it. Any more?
Okay, side little note on our first date. Patrick said, I don't do videos. I just don't do that. And now he's having fun with it. Look at him. I tell that to everybody because he's so cute. Now he's like, are we going to do a video? I like it. So, right? Never say never.
That's right. Things
You
change.
just never know. And we're always changing and we're
Make new
always
choices.
growing.
Mhm.
Always new choices. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening here at the Get Up Girl podcast. I love and adore every single one of you. Thank you for listening to
Mhm.
us. And thank you, sweetheart, for
You're
being here. My guy, Patrick. And we'll see you next time. And he and I will be doing a few more, of these again. It's been a while since we did our last
Yeah.
one. We'll see you next time. Thank you for listening and love and appreciate you.